Hello all, welcome to the series of multiple choice questions based on clippers, clampers and voltage multipliers. So let us go through these questions one by one. The first question is, what is the circuit in the given diagram called? Let us see the options. Clipper, clamper, half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier. See, for being a clamper, it must be having a capacitor. So if there would have been a capacitor in the diagram, then we could have thought about the option clamper. But it's not the case, so it is not the clamper. It is neither the circuit of half wave rectifier, because we all know that half wave rectifier does not contain a DC supply. And similar is the case for full wave rectifier. It is not the circuit of full wave rectifier. So therefore the option A is the correct one and answer must be clipper. So the answer is clipper. Now the second question is, what is the circuit in the given diagram called? Let us see the options. Again the options are same. Now as you can see that the diagram contains a capacitor. So this circuit belongs to clamper. Always remember that it is very easy to recognize a clamper because the circuit of a clamper must contain a capacitor. Next question. For a sinusoidal input of 20 volt peak to the given circuit, what is the peak value of the output waveform? You are given the circuit and you are asked to calculate the peak value of the output waveform. So for that you will have to calculate the output of this circuit. Options are 20, 25, 0 and minus 25. So let us calculate the output and you are asked the positive peak of the output here. So because you are given the peak value, that means the maximum value. Okay, so let us calculate. First of all, we will see the circuit for the positive cycle. So it would be smart if we calculate only for the positive cycle the answer, because you are being asked the peak value of the output waveform. So the peak value, I agree that the peak value is both for positive and negative, but when you are only given the peak value, that means you are being asked the maximum value. So you can also calculate it for positive cycle only. For positive cycle, as you can see, the circuit, this is the circuit. So for the positive cycle, just place a plus here, minus here. Okay, this is positive cycle. Now as you can see, the diode, the P side of the diode is getting negative of the battery and the N side of the diode is getting negative of the cycle. Okay, sorry, I have placed the batteries in the opposite manner. Okay, let us place it like this. So the P side of the diode is getting positive and the N side is getting negative. Because the P side is getting positive of battery, so diode is forward. When the diode is forward, then diode will be short circuited. So you will apply KVL in order to find out the V0. So what will be V0? V0 minus Vi minus 5 equals to 0 when you will apply KVL. So V0 will be equals to Vi plus 5. So when your answer will be V0 is equal to Vi plus 5 and you are given the input of 20 volt sinusoidal signal and 20 volt is the peak value, then for the positive cycle you are getting the answer Vi plus 5. That means you have to raise your Vi by plus 5 volt. So how do you raise a signal? You just raise it by a value and add that value to its starting point and the ending point. So add 5 to the 0, that means the signal will start from here and take it till 25. Okay, so that means you have added 5 to your Vi. It shows like this. So what is the peak value now you are getting? You are getting now 25 and that is what has been asked. So the answer is B, that is 25 volt. I hope that you must have understood. Next question is, which of the following is not a necessary component in a clamper circuit? For this you have to recall the circuit of a clamper. The circuit of a clamper is something like this. So a clamper must have a diode, it must have a resistor, it must have a capacitor, and the VI can be a sinusoid. It can be an AC signal. So it's not necessary to have an independent DC supply over here like this. You can have it, but it's not necessary. So the option is D. Next question. For the given input waveform to the given circuit, what is the minimum value of the output waveform? So again, let us calculate the output, and this time you have to calculate the minimum value. First of all, we will calculate for positive cycle. So for the positive cycle, just look carefully. You will give a plus here and a minus here. So the diode, the P side is getting positive of the battery, and the diode N side of the diode is getting positive of the cycle. So diode will be both forward and reversed for a particular portions in the positive cycle itself. That means in your positive cycle itself there will exist two cases. In the first case diode can be forward, or in the second case diode will be reversed. So when the diode will be forward, so it will be short circuited. That means in this particular branch you will be only left with a battery of plus 4 volt, and your objective is to calculate V0, which is in parallel to this branch, so it will be 4 volt. When the diode will be reversed in the positive cycle itself, then the diode will be open circuited, and an open circuit, a battery which is connected to an open circuit is also open circuited. So you can think as if this branch does not exist, the branch of the diode. Okay, so the branch of the diode, the whole branch which I have marked with the arrow, does not exist. Now again your objective is to calculate V0, so you will apply KVL then, and it will be V0 is equal to VI. So these are your answers. Okay, and when will be the diode forward biased? When the potential of P will be greater than N. What is the potential of P? Diode, the P side of diode, what is it getting? It is getting 4 volt. Just put the values, and what is N getting? N is getting VI. Similarly 4 less than VI. Okay, so these are the answers for positive cycle. Now for the negative cycle, you will put here minus and plus here. So the diode P is getting plus again of the battery, and N is getting negative of the cycle. So this time again your diode is forward, and diode will be short circuited. V0 will be 4 volt. So these are the answers. So now you have to calculate the minimum value of the output waveform. So let us see what is the minimum value. This is your input. Just draw the battery of plus 4 volt also here, as it is a constant DC battery, so we will draw it with a straight line. Then separate the cycles, positive and negative cycles, separate them. Then what you have to do, for the positive cycle you are having two cases. In first case diode will be forward, second case diode will be reversed. So first of all you need to make two portions in the positive cycle itself. So those two portions will be drawn in such a way, wherever your battery cuts the input waveform, just draw two lines from there below. Okay, so as you can see, this is the middle portion where VI is greater than 4, and as you can see, when VI is greater than 4, your answer is VI. So draw it similar to the VI, okay, as is drawn above. In the other portion where VI is less than 4, which is this portion, okay, so in that portion VI is 4 volt and it is a constant value. How do you draw the graph of a constant value? It's a straight line. And for the negative cycle, it is whole 4 volt. So the peak value is 16 volt. That means if you were asked the maximum peak of the output waveform, it would have been 16 volt. But now you are being asked the minimum value of the output waveform, which is 4 volt. So the answer must be A. Yes, the answer is A. Next question, for the above circuit and the input waveform, what is the peak value of the output waveform? So the answer is 16 volt. We have calculated it itself. So the answer is 16 volt. Okay. Now the next question is, for the given circuit, what is the minimum peak value of the output waveform if the input waveform is 10 volt square wave with switching time of 1 second? Assume that the input switches between plus 10 and minus 10 volt. So this is the input given to you, and I hope that it must be clear to you when you will read the question. Now the circuit is a clamper circuit because there exists a capacitor. Now let us solve it. For solving this circuit, first of all you need to charge the capacitor. Okay, so let us mark the polarity of capacitor first. Why have I marked the polarity as plus minus, why not minus plus? Because for marking the polarity, first of all you have to make your diode forward. Because as you are heading to charge the capacitor will only charge when the diode will be forward, because the current will conduct through the diode. So therefore, first of all we will start with the cycle which will make the diode forward bias. That means you need to have a plus here if you move like this, and you have to have a minus here. This is the positive cycle. Okay. Now for the positive cycle, diode is forward, that means short circuited, and you are left with this loop. So you will have to apply KCL here. So the answer will be VC minus VI is equal to 0 on applying KVL, and you will be getting VC is equal to VI. Now what is the VI value you have to take here? You are moving in the positive cycle. So take the peak value of the positive cycle, that is 10 volt. So VC is 10 volt. Okay. Now this is VC, but our ultimate objective is to calculate V0. So for this cycle itself, V0 is equal to 0 because diode is short circuit, voltage across short circuit is 0. This branch is in parallel with R, which is in parallel with V0. So the voltage across all these branches will be same because in parallel voltages are same. So V0 is 0 for the positive cycle. Now for the negative cycle, you will be marking minus over here and plus here, but the polarity of VC and the value of VC will not change. So for the negative cycle, diode will be reversed, that means open circuited, branch will not exist, the branch of the diode will not exist, and your ultimate objective is to calculate V0. So you will apply KVL in this loop to calculate V0. Okay, so apply the KVL, V0 plus Vi, because this time you are in negative cycle, so consider the plus sign for the Vi below, and plus Vc is equal to 0. V0 is equals to minus Vi minus Vc. Vc value is already known to you, but what value you have to put for Vi? Now you are moving in the negative cycle, take the magnitude of the peak value of the negative cycle. So the answer is minus 10 minus 10 minus 20. So you are asked the minimum peak value of the output waveform. So the minimum peak value of the output waveform is minus 20 volt. So the option is C. Okay. So I hope that you must have understood the concept of clamper. Now let us see another question. The peak voltage of transformer secondary for voltage doubler that provides an output voltage of 200 volt is. So for this you have to recall the concept of voltage multipliers. So if it is a voltage doubler, so therefore it will produce the double of the peak value. Okay. So if it is giving an output of 200 volt and you are asked the peak value, so the peak value will be half of the output because it doubles the peak value and is giving you the output as 200. So the peak value is 100 only. So the answer is 100, because when the peak value of input is 100, it is doubling it at the output and giving it to you as 200 volt. Now next question is addition of another diode capacitor section to half wave voltage tripler creates a. See, whenever you add a section of diode and capacitor to any multiplier, it gets upgraded by a higher level multiplier. That means if you will add like this, let us see the circuit. This is transformer, okay, and this is capacitor, this is diode. Now this is, so as you can see, I keep on adding a capacitor and a diode section, okay. So what is being asked is, you are given a voltage tripler. So this is a voltage tripler because you are having 3 diode capacitor sections here. See, first diode capacitor section D1 C1, second diode capacitor section D2 C2, third diode capacitor section C3 D3. So it is a voltage tripler. When you will add one more such section to it, it will become a higher level multiplier, that is quadrupler. So quadrupler gives you at the output 4 Vm. That means if you will supply a input voltage of peak value Vm, then it will give you, voltage doubler will give you 2 Vm, voltage quadrupler will give you 4 Vm, okay. Voltage generator and regulators are different. Tripler will give you 3 Vm, doubler will give you 2 Vm. So this time if you are adding a section to a tripler, such a diode capacitor section, then it will be quadrupler. So the answer is B. Next question is, peak voltage of transformer secondary for voltage tripler that provides an output voltage of 30 volt. As it is a tripler, it will give you triple the value of the input voltage, peak voltage. So you are being given the output as the input. So just divided by 3, answer will be 10. Okay. Now next, this is in the next videos we will look for more MCQs, and I hope that this video will be helpful for you all. Thank you all.